Dr. K.K. Misra. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel R Classes. This video tutorial is on multiple choice questions on Constitution of India Part 2. This I have compiled specifically for BTech third year students of AKTU, those who are to write their semester's examinations very soon. Now come to the questions. B. United States. C. British. D. Canada. Correct option is A. Ireland. Actually, the idea of directive principles of state policy was adopted from the Irish Constitution. Although the DPSP cannot be enforced in a court of law, they are the governing principles based on which a state is supposed to act. A constitutional amendment bill is necessary to bring about a change in the directive principles. Now, question number 18. The concept of suspension of fundamental rights during emergency is taken from A. Weimar Constitution of Germany, B. United States, C. Japan, D. Australia. Correct option is A. Weimar Constitution of Germany. Actually, there have been three incidences when the emergency was declared in India: Indo-China War, Indo-Pak War, and when Indra Gandhi declared threat to national security due to internal disturbances. So this was actually done at that time. Now question number 3. The ideas of liberty, equality and fraternity are taken from options are A. United States, B. Spain, C. Greece, D. France. Correct option is D. France. Here, liberty, equality and fraternity is also the national motto of France and Republic of Haiti. The motto was first used in the French Revolution. Now, next question 4. Which schedule contains the previous provisions relating to the administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled tribes? Options are A. 4th schedule, B. 5th schedule, C. 6th schedule, D. 7th schedule. Correct option is B. 5th schedule. As per Article 244 Clause 1, the provisions of the 5th schedule shall apply to the administration and control of the scheduled areas and scheduled tribes in any state other than the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Now, question number 5. Which schedule in the Constitution specifies the powers, authority and responsibilities of Panchayat? A. 4th schedule, B. 6th schedule, C. 7th schedule, D. 11th schedule. Correct option is D. 11th schedule. Now, question number 6. By which constitutional amendment was the voting age brought down from 21 to 18? Options are A. 37th Constitutional Amendment of 1985, B. 61st Constitutional Amendment of 1988, C. 56th Constitutional Amendment of 1993, D. 46th Constitutional Amendment of 1985. Correct option is B. 61st Constitutional Amendment of 1988. This change was brought about by amending Article 326 of the Constitution, and the bill for this purpose was introduced by B. Shankarananda, the then Minister of Water Resources. Now, next question. Now, question number 7. What can be rightly said about the Indian Constitution? A. It is fully rigid. B. It is fully flexible. C. Partly rigid, partly flexible. D. Neither rigid nor flexible. Correct option is C. Partly rigid and partly flexible. Actually, to achieve the balance of challenging modernity without losing sight of our most fundamental ideals, our Constitution contains rigidity and flexibility at the same time. For some provisions, there needs to be a special majority for the amendment to be passed, whereas For other parts, one can introduce an amendment with just a simple majority. Now, question number 8. In which case was it declared that the preamble is a part of the constitution? A. Kesavananda Bharti versus State of Kerala 1973. B. Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India 1978. C. Vishakha versus State of Rajasthan 1997. D. Indra Sawhney versus Union of India 1992. Correct option is A. Kesavananda Bharti versus State of Kerala 1973. This is probably the most landmark case in Indian judicial history, and the length of the judgment delivered is also a record. It was around 800 pages long and had more than 4,20,000 words. The doctrine of basic structure came into being after this case. Now, question number 9. What form of government does India follow? Presidential system with president as most important authority. B. Fully federal structure. C. Federal system of government but showing a unitary bias. D. None of the above. Correct option is C. Federal system of government but showing a unitary bias. This part is borrowed from the Canadian form of government that also shows a strong bias towards the center. Other features of this form of government include appointment of a state governor by the center, vesting residual powers with the center, etc. Now, question number 10. Fundamental duties were added in the constitution after the recommendation of which committee? A. Kalelkar committee. B. Ketkar committee. C. Chavan committee. D. Swaran Singh committee. Correct option is D. Swaran Singh. Now, question number 11. What does the word socialist mean? A. Absolutely independent. B. System of political economy that ensures equitable distribution of wealth and protects from exploitation. C. Having no official state religion and granting every citizen the right to freely follow any religion of his or her choice. D. Having a democratic form of government that grants equal voting rights to every single citizen. Correct option is B. System of political economy that ensures equitable distribution of wealth and protects from exploitation. Now, question number 12. What does the word republic mean? A. Absolutely independent. B. Head of the state is elected by the citizens and is not hereditary. C. Having no official state religion and granting every citizen the right to freely follow any religion of his or her choice. D. Having a democratic form of government that grants equal voting rights to every single citizen. Correct option is B. Head of the state is elected by the citizens and is not hereditary. Now, next question, that is 13. What does the word secular mean? Actually, here options are A. Absolutely independent. B. System of political economy that ensures equitable distribution of wealth and protects from exploitation. C. Having no official state religion and granting every citizen the right to freely follow any religion of his or her choice. D. Granting equal voting rights to every single citizen of the religion. Correct option of the nation. Correct option is C. Having no official state religion and granting every citizen the right to freely follow any religion of his or her choice. What does the word democratic mean? A. Absolutely independent. B. System of political economy that ensures equitable distribution of wealth and protects from exploitation. C. Having no official state religion and granting every citizen the right to freely follow any religion of his or her choice. D. Granting equal voting rights to every single citizen of the nation. Correct option is D. Granting equal voting rights to every single citizen of the nation. Question number 15. What is not true about the directive principles of state policy? A. They are borrowed from the Irish Constitution. B. They are meant for promoting social and economic democracy. C. They can be enforced in court of law. D. They are classified into Gandhian, socialist and liberal intellectual. Correct option is C. They can be enforced in court of law. Actually, the idea of directive principles of state policy was adopted from the Irish Constitution. Although the DPSP cannot be enforced in a court of law, they are the governing principles based on which a state is supposed to act. A constitutional amendment bill is necessary to bring about a change in the directive principles. Now, next question, that is 16. What stands at the apex of the judicial system? A. Defense Ministry. B. Supreme Court. C. Prime Minister. D. Parliament. Correct option is B. Supreme Court. Actually, India has a system of courts at all levels, from district and lower courts, high courts, till Supreme Court, that stands at the apex of the judicial system. Extreme care has been taken to make sure that the courts remain independent from the influence of executive and maintain their integrity. Supreme Court is granted the power to declare parliamentary laws as unconstitutional if it finds them so. This is balanced by granting the powers of amendment of constitution, major portions of it, to the parliament. Now, question number 17, that is, what does the word sovereign mean? A. Absolutely independent. B. System of political economy that ensures equitable distribution of wealth and protects from exploitation. C. Having no official state religion and granting every citizen the right to freely follow any religion of his or her choice. D. Having a democratic form of government that grants equal voting rights to every single citizen. Here, correct option is D. Having a democratic form of government that grants equal voting rights to every single citizen. So this was all about this video tutorial. I hope that you have liked it, and if you have liked it, please do not forget to subscribe the channel, our classes, and press the bell button and pass it on to others, those who are needy now and in the future. Thank you. Please share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Best of luck.